Hi guys, welcome to the big reveal of the new project. Well, in fact, the first serious project that's going to go on inside Rad Sky Lab, and that is this CNC router. So this arrived on a truck from Johannesburg yesterday, but has quite a backstory. This machine is 10 years old, but hasn't actually run in almost 10 years. It's actually been sitting in a factory up in Johannesburg, actually near the airport, and it's I'm calling it the barn find CNC. So it has some really unique features, some features that I was looking for in a machine, but just happened that this one has happens to be configured, and you'll see that over the course of this project how we're why this is such an interesting machine for us. However, it hasn't run in 10 years, and in that 10 years, one of the biggest things that's happened is the control computer, which was inside of this box, has gone missing. So effectively, this machine is without a brain, and what's going to have to happen is a brain transplant. So I've actually ordered a brand new control system, quite an upgraded control system for this machine, and a very non-standard control system, because this is a very non-standard configuration. It's going to take some interesting programming, some interesting electronics to actually get it up and running. But before we can get into any of that, we've got some remedial work to do. So this machine's been sitting up on the high feld in a dry workshop environment for that whole 10 years, thousands and thousands of kilometers away from the ocean, which is part of the reason why this was actually something I was happy to dive into. Normally a 10-year-old CNC machine, especially one that's been used very hard, has been used a lot, there would be significant wear on, say, all of the motion components. This one I went and had a look at it, which I actually flew up to have a look at it last month. It had a very, very light patina of rust on all of the linear rails. But since then, the machine's been packed up, it's been put on a truck, and it's been driven 12 or 14 hours down to the coast. And we can see the ocean from parts of this workshop. We're that close. And on top of that, the machine actually got rained on the way down. So time is of the essence. Right now, this machine needs some remedial work to make sure that it's not going to deteriorate from where it is now. So that's going to be, first thing is going to be some unpacking, and then secondly, we've got to dive today right into this work to try and prevent any problems with rust and corrosion causing this machine to rapidly degrade from where it is right now. So I think we should get into that. Time to dive into this. Out with my knife. Let's get all this pallet wrapping off here. Oh, sorry? I totally like Christmas. Yeah, this is the best kind of Christmas for DK. Oh man! So this oil in here looks really skank. That is going to have to be extracted. It'll be one of the first jobs. We got a screw. That's very not standard. So that is That is 3 spindles on one z-axis, and which is well, there's a bunch of reasons why that's a cool that is a cool setup, and it's effectively a tool changer, but it's a tool changer that's fast. It gives you redundancy with more. It gives you redundancy with more than one spindle on the machine. There's a bunch of reasons why I like having. There's my knife. My first unboxing video. Oh yeah, actually, there might have been an unboxing video before this. So, it hasn't been recorded yet, but it's definitely planned. Oh yeah, there is one already. Okay, we're that far in. I think I might need my camera person to help me unload shortly. We need, so this 7.5 kilowatt water ring vacuum pump, one of my favorite types of vacuum pump. They're really good for, they can deal with having dusty environments really well. They do require some special care, some special maintenance, but we'll probably go over all of that as this project progresses. Now, it's pretty typical of these Chinese ones. This water tank has a little bit of surface rust in it, so that's going to need some de-rusting and repainting. But that is not a job I didn't anticipate. In fact, I bought new ones of these and basically had to paint them immediately. It's a lovely blue colour. A little bit of a dent from transportation, but we should be able to get that out. Might end up taking it up the road, getting someone to put some heat on it and beat it back the other way. It is see, it knows. It's a blue machine. So is that B-I-U-E? Buoy machine. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. There we have it. I think it's about as far as I can go without getting getting a hand. Maybe I'll take a little bit. Okay, now that we're all unwrapped, I think it's time for a bit of a walk around the machine and see what we're looking at. I don't think that website exists anymore. This is probably the first thing we need to attack today. So this is there's just a very light surface rust on here. A little bit of this is from all of this stuff here. It's when it got wet in transportation. So these linear rails and the rack and pinions all need looking at. table's not bad. There's definitely a couple of shots here where somebody's gone through the spoil board. Miscellaneous bit of something stuck here. We'll need new seals and new caps for the vacuum hold down. As all the vacuum hold down zones are all controlled at the front here. It's very cool. We've got some little bit of T-slot on this outside edge. That's on both sides, but otherwise she's pretty much a dedicated vacuum machine. Same story with the linear rails this side. That's sorted. That's some air for the setup. Otherwise looking pretty good. I've got to look under here. I think these spindles have been, these two of the spindles have been sitting hard down during transportation. That's not ideal. We've got linear rail here and here. That all needs cleaning up, and I think this ball screw might be the first thing that gets some cleanup. Let's see how the day progresses. Similar story on these linear rails. Yep. I'll peel these stickers off. Not much point in having those. Definitely some cleaning of all these linear rail blocks that are in here. Drag chain's looking fine. We've got a few paint scrapes here and there. I think they'll get sorted out with some with some rust converter and a bit of paint. A limit switch. Yeah. It's all looking pretty good around the back. This panel here looks like it needs a bit of a repaint. Socket head cap screws everywhere to hold it together. Pretty beefy gantry, which I'm stoked with. Up under here. And then, lots of all the vacuum plumbing underneath is all looking okay. Looking good. And just more remedial action just to make sure we don't deteriorate with those now that we're down near the coast. It's all looking good. I think I'm going to get prepped to start cleaning up. I think I'll start with Z. Actually, I really want to get some oil pumping through this thing, so maybe we start by trying to suck up all that crappy oil out of there and get this lubrication pump working.